Hello YouTube, it's Team Endgame here, bringing you a case opening for the first standard booster set, Unite Team Q4. So this is, as I said, the first set for the new standard stuff. Features Royal Paladin Kagero, Nova Grappler and Oracle Think Tank for our beloved Q4 members Kai, Eiichi, Misaki and Kamui.
Yay!
So, got a case, 20 boxes. Each box comes with a little insertion of gift markers, one of each. You get a Force, Accel and Protect. And they also come with 4 of these lovely promo packs, which I believe are given out, supposed to be given out in the stores, 1 for every 5 packs that you buy. No, 4 packs that you buy, because there's 16 packs in the set, that's right. And then in there you will get a Eiichi Force marker and a Snowball. You will get a Kai Force marker and a Creep Shot Wyvern. You will get a Kamui Accel marker and Extra Muscular.
Yeah, that's the one I saw when you were looking at it. I was like, what the hell?
And a Protect Misaki marker and an Onyoji of Moonlight Knight.
He's fit like a blaster blade or something. But, muscular.
Okay, so let's get into it because again, 20 boxes, which for 2 people is going to take a bar. So, as it's a case, we should know our pull rates, which should consist of 1 SVR of each. So there's 4 SVRs, 1 for each clan. So that's King of Knights Alfred, Dragonic Waterfall, Imperial Daughter, and Perfect Riser. So you get, what did I say, 5 VRs of them and 1 SVR of each of them. I have got my first triple. I'm not actually going to go through the skills, I'm going to put the skills up on the screen as they get pulled so you can read it more clearly. Otherwise it's going to be an exceptionally long video of us just reading the cards out and stopping everything.
Stupid Arcane.
So Soul Saber Dragon and Arcane.
Those triples?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Like what's going on?
No, it's just a weird little symbol, you know, the little C and the R, they changed the bottom.
Yeah, I know. Cruel Dragon for you, which is double. Put my Royals here, Oracles here, Kagero and Nova's there, right?
Whoa. Kagero. That means there's... Okay. It's fine. Come on, Kagero in the middle.
Flame of Hope Airimo. Harrymo.
That's triple. Oh wow. He was MVP.
The other
Conroe that Airimo every day.
guarantees in a case is 1 of the Image Rare Blaster Blade Aichi things. You should also get 2 Origin Rares. And you should get 2 of the signed gift markers for the characters. Conjure of Mithril.
What's that?
What?
It's a royal.
Yeah.
I don't see Novas and things in it. Okay. Nova. It's Draw Trigger! Whee! There we go. It's so cool.
Yes, as people may or may not know, draw triggers are now also perfect guards, or perfect guards are now also draw triggers.
They're also draw triggers, they're not now, you can't get normal perfect guards.
But there are normal perfect guards in the set as well for great ones. So it gives you a bit more flexibility in how you want to build your deck. Which is good! Flexibility is good, options are good.
Yeah, by what?
Yes, almighty dear! What?
Yeah, how many doubles you got?
I think we have roughly the same. Oh, I suppose the other thing that's worth pointing out, you are guaranteed in a box 1 VR. Which is the top pricey card and stuff.
What do you mean that?
Yeah. So Mikey got his waterfall.
Waterfall. Stop at plans, please. It's a terrible one,
This is a very terrible plan. That's why I'm asking you to stop. Stop it now.
Is that the one that you put something to summon so it could attack? Yeah.
On the first turn.
Yeah, it gets -1 drive though. I don't get a drive check. I just go attack into soul. Wow, that's a -2 really.
Imperial Water for me.
It's a -2, Aaron, because I don't drive check one. I neg myself one. So rather than plussing one, I've negged one. So the difference is 2, right? So
something like that.
I'm not being mistaken, surely.
Oh, okay. So I got a VR Imperial Daughter, and then I got an SVR which I went Waterfall.
Oh wait.
Okay. It's all red and stuff.
Oh my god.
So put that down there. In line with my doubles.
That makes sense. That means triple, right?
Yeah.
So that'll go there. Right, the triples. I mean, we've got plenty of room there, we might as well make use
Yeah, I
of
know.
that. There you go. So this. Rarities go off, let's take it off.
I know I said I'd put stuff up on the screen, but I'm now starting to feel that we've immediately ran out of stuff to talk about, so... Do you want to go through the cards, Mikey?
No. You give me an excuse not to now, so...
It's just going to be...
You can discuss it and discuss how things are going if you want.
I don't know what you want to discuss. Like, we're focusing more on
How
Cardiff at the moment, considering that's next week at the time of this recording.
Well, regarding this game, with the only glimpse that I've seen of decks, they don't even use perfect guards and things. That's the worry.
I assume that's loaders.
That's all we know.
Well, actually, no, I don't know. It's like
Because the game's so slow, it's like, well, slow. It can be over quite quickly, can't it? If it's being aggressive.
Depends. Well, I haven't watched much of how the game's going.
I don't either. I just you're just talking of sending me decks. So I'm like, oh look, no perfect guards, no heal triggers type of thing. It's like, well, great, good job.
Well, to be honest, to be fair, at the moment, will you stop putting the what?
Oh, what's that?
That's Imperial Water. That's my VR.
Oh, okay, well, put it in line with the VRs then.
It is in line with the VRs.
Oh, you're confusing me.
What was I doing? Yeah, because at the moment we're just more focused on Cardiff, so therefore we're still playing around in what's essentially premium / G standard or whatever. I don't think it's G standard. It's I can't remember the name of it. It was the previous format basically. You know what I mean.
G format, is it?
No, it's not. It's G format's technically just G series, but you know.
Cutesy bloody cards.
What's wrong with the cutesy cards?
It's too
Yeah, it
cutesy.
comes to work.
It's sad though seeing reprinted names and you just don't look as cool.
Really?
I just saw your Sphere Mate Vegas, that's what I was like, it's cutesy.
What? What's wrong with Sphere Makers?
Yeah, have you seen it?
Yeah.
Magical girl stuff.
I don't know. Have you seen Lodgers Makers? The OG heal trigger that returned to the deck is now just a generic starter that draws a card. It's kind of saddening.
I think I learned from all their lessons. That included I remember when you had what was it? I think you still had your Royal deck. But I had a Conroe that came out, and you still had one that stays in Soul. I think.
Our first Forerunner was Bluegal or Brugal.
It was a ride chain, wasn't it? So it didn't.
No. That was Galahad. That was the ride chain.
That's why you had a ride chain. That's why you were like, oh, we got the ride chain on 6K, so it doesn't matter.
Well, no, that was the main deck build at the time. It was the Alfred Beatdown deck, which ran the ride chain up to grade 2, and then you just did Alfred stuff and Palamedes it.
Yeah.
But set 4 gave us a Forerunner of Brugal, so it was only 4K, and it got to a point where, well, it's kind of pointless because you can never get it to hit a decent number unless you run these other cards, which you're not going to really run. I've got Ashura Kaiser!
Yeah.
Oh, I got another Nova Grappler card, Mike. This is a Perfect Razor!
I can't get excited over prizes at the
Buddy!
Buddy! It's a buddy! He's a draw trigger, yes. He's usable.
Back to the old in-jokes.
Yep.
That unfortunately you guys would not know about.
What was that? Is that early?
Doubtful.
Is that early they tuned you?
I don't think really hope so.
I just like how the original ones are now draw triggers. That's what they are. Which one was my original Fiji?
Yeah, I got my first Tom.
Ew.
I have to put Tom up there. Actually, no.
I'm most concerned about Oracles.
Yeah, so am I. Although, to be fair,
hang on,
a lot of decks...
your Oracle decks over there, isn't it? Just Royals.
Okay, fine. From what I've heard, a lot of Oracle decks are actually cutting out Tom from the deck now. Because they just favour other cards. He doesn't do much. Which is quite amusing. Huh?
What's his exact effect this time? It's you can't guard with
normal units.
Normal units.
It's not as bad as you think. Not as good as you think, sorry. You're not at your grade 2 yet? No, you haven't. What?
That's annoying me.
If you consider that normal units are only grade 1s and above now, bear in mind perfect guards are now trigger units. Tom's not as good.
Well done. Okay, that's
a VR.
That's over here. That's there. That's here.
Barely paying attention.
It's a VR. Oh yeah.
OCD's kicked in.
God, I'm freaking out now.
Freaking out on you.
Freaking out.
Cruel dragon.
That's fine.
Did you hear me?
Probably not.
Okay. Tom can only stop normal units being called. Yeah?
Yeah.
Which means it's grade 1s and above only.
Yeah.
So trigger units can still be used.
Yeah.
Perfect guards are now trigger units.
Yeah.
So he's not as useful. I believe is what most people see.
So that's premium.
Now we don't talk about premium and Ichikishin bullshit.
You got a guard. Yeah. Guess I'll just die then.
You love that meme too much. There he is! I Brashta Bredo! Look at him. That is one shiny Aichi. Don't really know what to put him. I'll put him there. What's that? It's Aichi. You can clearly see the blue hair.
It's too manly for Aichi.
Typical Mike.
What?
Hasn't read any of his cards and is now looking at Cat Butler.
Yeah, because
it's like
fucking
oh, it's a fucking Cat Butler.
Yeah. When I saw it in the program, it's fine.
Just like, to be fair, I can't comment too much because I've barely looked at my cards.
Damn it! I read it as Counter Blast. It's Soul Blast. It's red. Soul Blast.
Yes, please don't do that again. Painful enough that we had to re-record that game.
I don't need to know that one.
People should know that.
Yeah, that's
I mean, they already kind of know, considering you read the effect out wrong on bloody deck, trial deck video.
Okay, just making sure I can know this. Vanguard only. That's today. Looks slightly different for some reason when the light. It's fine. No psychic birded soul for you, just a normal crit.
No. That is one of the most hurtful things.
You can't quote unquote thin the deck by drawing cards.
No, not even that. Hey, just bear in mind it's going to happen to you when Grand Blue come out and you get Banshee.
Oh, Gemini.
Bye, God.
Yeah. Why did you shut my door? Like, completely. I'm just too.
Well, no matter where we do it at yours, dog comes in. Go to Yuri's, cat jumps up on the table.
Did it?
Yeah, it's done it plenty of times. Not on the recording, thankfully, but... another hairy move. Hairy move. Oh my god. Perfect rising. I know what card I've got at the back of this one. It's Imperial Donna! He's so green, look at him!
Stop pulling your special ones.
No, not my special one, maybe it's your special one.
We're not guaranteed special ones, though.
Yeah, one on each.
Oh, mine.
Because we've got case. That's right. There's no fear of getting too many of this or too many of that. Except for maybe triple rares. I don't really know what the distribution is on them. But...
Oh yeah, there's the card that you see.
Oh, that's your first Berserk Dragon.
Yeah.
Oh my god. To be fair, I haven't seen a single Alfred yet. And what else am I missing? Probably something else. I like interruptions, so do you.
Yep.
And then you see me painfully try to do a seamless cut, which people have probably already picked up on.
Yeah, I better get seems cut out of that.
Nah, it's fine. This is where we're halfway through and I have to double check that I've pressed record.
Oh, darn. Well, no, you would have checked now, surely. Don't need to restart, did you? There we go.
Just get me going.
Oh, that went down quick. Damn it! Cruel Dragon, go away!
How many boxes you got left? Oh, you've got tons left. I'm gonna steal some of your boxes.
Probably, yeah.
I'm just concerned I've only got one flash shield. This shouldn't be a problem, but it probably will be. Buy a case to guarantee your VRs and get screwed over with double R somehow.
Yeah, that'd be weird. Stop advice.
Yeah, Connie! Hey! Hey, nice! More circles. Ooh, what's that?
Oh, I like how your
Sake.
Oracle Perfect Guard is a rare. That's all rares.
No, the grade ones are rares, the draw trigger ones are double R's.
Little subliminal thingy there going, oh yeah. It's make people want to play the draw triggers more.
Well no, it's not even that, it's just... I mean, you'd look at it at face value and yeah, arguably the draw triggers are better, but at the same time, if you don't want to run draw triggers, then you've got the option of grade 1.
Yeah. I don't think many people are, we'll see. I worry it'll be a very aggressive format off the bat.
Depends on the deck.
Okay, I worry my decks will be an aggressive. Novas will be aggressive off the bat.
Well, Novas, sure, I could arguably see it.
I'll do something.
Knowing you, you'll try and be Mike, do a Mikey thing and be weird.
And it'll work, it'll work!
And then you'll complain it doesn't work. And then you'll say you hate the game.
Yeah, what? No.
And then you'll want to quit.
Oh, that's not like me, what are you talking about?
I don't know.
Like me is just to make something that doesn't work. It just takes a lot of... like...
It's a Berserk Wagon!
Just hit and misses, isn't it? That's usually the frustration. I do something unique and it doesn't work, and then I keep changing it and changing it, and eventually it works and it's broken.
But by the time you do that, it's...
the format's changing.
Yeah.
Too long.
Pretty much.
But depends how much we're playing.
Not a lot.
That's why it takes me too long. Until you come around, like, Aaron, I changed my deck, like, a lot. Right, let's go. No, it doesn't work.
Shield. Oh my god. That is 5 boxes? Yeah, must be. Put those Top's there.
What the hell is that?
Top. Mine. Top. Green card.
Oh, you've topped down the green thing, that's one I think.
Yeah, because it's my VR.
Yeah, I'm getting knackered. So unfit opening boxes tires me.
That's really bad, mate.
No, I was doing stuff this morning.
God.
I was up doing something
Like,
sporty yesterday and then...
if it wasn't the case, I would be so pissed off at this point.
car stuff yesterday. Why?
Why? Because I keep pulling your VRs.
What's wrong with that?
I just pulled an amateur suit in an origin red. So this is the old artwork from Mike, you probably remember.
Yeah, that's the best artwork. Well, what am I comparing it to?
New one.
Oh, that's terrible. The original one's better.
Look how
Symbolic and peaceful she is, and so you just know you're playing Vanguard when you see that.
I just remember the days back when it was still relatively new.
You can chuck it in any day.
There wasn't any
Chuck it in any day.
plan restrictions.
Aaron, give it. Give it.
And you chucked it in Overlord.
It was broken. It was so dumb.
So stupid.
It worked in anything.
The reason why he wanted
Such a strong card.
Yeah, but it was a dumb reason why you wanted it. It was the fact that you get to look at the top card of your deck, but it's the fact that you get to Soul Charge, which means that you can go Soul Blast, Overlord 21,
Yeah, that's
Soul
it,
Blast,
yeah.
Overlord 21, Soul Blast,
And also, if I know it's a crit, it's like, alright, Cut Blast 3. I'm gonna shrink it up on this Overlord.
It's so stupid.
It's a dumb effect. Anyway, I only got your Knights of Alfred.
Okay, finally, pop it.
Encroaching on my territory over there. Yep, just put it. Oh my god.
Okay, no, I'll do this. Outrageous. They can go there.
Like, I don't see how you're struggling so much with space.
I don't know either.
Maybe if I did that, that's still, you know, they're my doubles, they're my triples.
I don't know what you've done with your lineup. We've got double, triple.
That's a triple.
Double, triple.
Right, that makes it a lot easier.
Double,
There you go.
triple.
There you go.
VR.
Yeah, what's wrong with that?
That's just.
These are all doubles, that's a triple.
No, they're not. Airmo's a triple. Kaiser's a triple. Mine are double. Triple. Oh, shut up.
Okay, triple. You say that's a triple.
I spent most of this damn video just going through the freaking layout of his cards.
Yep. Yeah, that's it's some. It's some. I'm sure it's some.
Oh my god.
Look, it's not. They don't stand out as much anymore. It's hard to see the rarity.
You can tell by the foil pattern, Mike.
You can't. This is sure a Kaiser, really. That flashy.
Yes.
But perfect Kaiser is.
That's your SDR. It's all orange.
It's orange. Not really that fast.
Not many people are fussed about the SDRs. I think it makes them stand out a bit more.
Of course it does, but
I like it.
Oh, you can keep yours.
I'm keeping my one.
I'm not too bothered about my one.
I like the green.
Well, yeah, it makes it stand out a bit, but I don't know. To me, it loses a bit. And Waterfall looks like a bloody DP card or something.
I don't know where you get that from.
It looks all robo-y to me when it stands out that boldly.
Alright.
Waterfall in general looks like a royal card.
How did you just go from DP to Royal?
Because DP's like stand out, like hard edges, isn't it? It's always that kind of design. And Royals is like looks like soul.
They're the same freaking card!
Yeah, I know it is. But it's just the design of it, it's all blue.
Oh my god. Can I have another Alfred, please? I know I've got 4 more, or 5 more, but still.
Victoria's dead.
Dumb card, yo. You know what it does?
Aaron, that's a silly question.
Shall I tell you what it does? Vanguard or Rearguard, once a turn, Soul Blast 2 grade freeze,
Oh, it's that one.
and discard a card. Look at the top 7 cards from the top of your deck.
No.
Select 2 trigger units and put them to the top of the deck in any order, and the rest of the cards get... Sorry, first you do the...
No!
Reveal up to 2 triggers from among them, put the real cards on top of your deck in any order, shuffle the rest... Oh yeah, it is on top, and the rest goes to the bottom of the deck in any order, and then your whole field gets 10k? Yeah, your whole field gets 10k. Because why not?
So it's like, it's the more going... No, it's just... We'll discuss it afterwards, but I just...
Let's discuss it now.
Okay, it's more going first, again, is the issue. Like, I keep stressing this every time we talk about this game, and what it is at the moment. Without us even playing yet, I'm concerned about going first. So, oh look, Aaron, you rode, and then your big turn is you ride Soul Blast the 2 grade 3s, and I'm like, well, I want to do that, but I can't do that because I'm going to die.
Hey, more Alfred. Yeah, I know. It's just a shift from, oh look, you're going second, you're going to win, to, oh look, you're going first, you're going to win. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Obviously that's not the case because there are multiple
Yeah, it depends what you're...
scenarios.
Depends what you're against in the scenarios, yeah, but at the same time, you can't really guard an Overlord swinging at you off the bat.
What, when I'm on grade 2?
Yeah, we're on grade 2, yeah. So, and if I get a crit, and you happen to not have a perfect guard, then already I've won.
I get your point.
It's things like that I worry about.
No, I get your point, but I think I tried to go through this with you before, but you know the likelihood of that actually happening.
Double drive check, it's not that bad.
It's going first, having the grade 3,
Yeah,
them not having a perfect
Okay,
guard.
let's wait until I have access to that many crits. And then show your concerns.
It's not even that, even if you want to put it to you trigger in your drive check. You go first, and I do not have a perfect guard. There's a lot of like time to get that resource into my hand. And
No,
you
not.
to
You
draw,
just rode A grade 1
and for you to draw out your triggers.
Right,
You're literally thinking of the outcome and assuming it's going to happen.
I'm not assuming, Aaron. It's a concern. A concern is a concern. It's not a... I'm not talking about the likelihood of it happening. It's a concern that triple drive checks 3 crits, but it's not... That's less likely to happen than my situation.
Yeah, I'm not doubting that, but at the same time, I think that you think it's more likely to happen than it actually is.
I don't have to stand at the point. So it's going to hit is my actual point. So if I get a crit, oh, by the way, I'm just standing. It's like, well, great. I haven't even had a double drive check yet. This is going to be fun. Yeah, it's the same with anything, you know. All these effects, there's no such thing as GB anymore, is there? So I can just do it.
Yeah.
So your whole Blaster Blade rushy thing, it's like, well, you got a full field, no one grade 2, I can't guard any of this. It comes down to draw power again, which is why I'm concerned about Oracles. They're the only clan that has draw power. Beyond, oh, and Royals, so basically my 2 don't, but yours 2.
No, the Royals aren't as good as you think they are.
Yeah, but you still did that, call a card, man, draw a card, that's still a plus.
That's about it.
You still, it's plussing capabilities I worry about.
Yeah, you have Imperial Daughter.
Because then you can't, then obviously my threat isn't really a threat at that point. Because you're drawing way too quickly.
Well, yeah, if you're going against Oracles, but Oracles are supposed to have the advantage over Force. Because you're getting stacks of big numbers on a unit, and
so hang on, so you're thinking it's a thing of...
It's rock, paper,
if you think it's a rock, paper, scissors thing, what the hell beats Oracles?
No, there's multitudes of attacks, and I'm supposed to...
Yeah, but you have draw power to deal with it.
Well, no, because my extra, like... My gift is supposed to be a perfect guard, which is still 2 cards from my hand.
Right.
Yeah? So it's meant to guard a big number, not niggly numbers.
Yeah, but you don't...
That's the idea.
Yes, but you're still drawing cards, right? In general, you're the only clan that can deal with Rush because you're drawing cards to deal with it. I can't deplete resources to keep depleting them. I can only keep up if I'm also drawing.
Well, I suppose, but on the opposite side of that, you've got Force clans which have 10 and 13k bases, which effectively are the draw power to counter the Axel stuff.
So,
because it's a card less.
So basically, as soon as you start hitting numbers, I'm screwed. soon as you draw...
As soon as Axel starts hitting numbers, I'm screwed. Because the idea at the moment is that you've got 9k grade 2s and you've got to get them up to 18.
Yeah.
Which is why you've got cards like a 9k vanilla in your grade 1 slot, which you might want to use. I don't know if you would, but I'm just speculating at this point because obviously I haven't tested stuff, but that's the idea. I don't know how easy it is for you to make 18 in an Axel deck. Or an Oracle deck for that matter. Because yet again, my stuff
but it is going to be difficult. That's the point. I can't draw the bloody cards to drop. Because using Kagero in practice, you know, that trial deck version thing, going back to the old school way of things, I can barely have enough hand power to draw a front row, let alone...
The idea is, when are you looking to drop? Because, from my understanding...
Well, if you have no rear guards, Aaron, I can't hit anything.
My understanding is that you're not going to drop until grade 3 at the very earliest. Because you don't want them hitting your rear guards, you want them to give you counterblast.
No, you don't, that's it, that's wrong format.
Huh?
Wrong format.
What do you mean? You need 2 counterblasts to restand with Perfect Riser.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you just hold back till grade 3.
What if you do the whole I swing unboosted and put the triggers on the rear guard? Don't give me 2 counterblasts.
Your Axel, you're going to be at 9k. Everything's going to hit it.
You've got a normal blast blade yet.
Oh, that's the Origin Rare. Hey, Origin Rare! Whee! I'll go over here. Okay, so both the Origin Rares were my cards, great.
Oh.
I think you only get 2.
What would mine have been?
Overlord or Ashra-Kaiser. So, you wouldn't have cared about them.
Would I not?
I don't think you would have.
Overlord's kind of cool.
Maybe Overlord, but then OCD would have kicked in about, nah, I can't just have one of them in the deck.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. It's true.
Yeah, there's a brief snippet of the kind of stupid conversations and arguments that we get into.
Healthy debate, as I see it.
Yeah, but it's not much of a debate when you just repeat this. We both repeat the same stuff.
Back and forth. As you try to communicate what exactly is your point is. You're just saying it's one thing, but explaining it another.
My main point I want to make is that all this speculation means nothing coming from us, considering we've barely researched and looked into this stuff, because we're still trying to focus on current or previous format for Springfest. As soon as that's over, then we're more going to be focused on standard, and you will see more educated. Yeah. Thoughts and opinions coming from us.
I see that. Seen one from earlier. See, I don't used to be doing that, do you?
Should though.
Aaron, get your own mat.
No.
Why have you got... I don't understand. Have you got more doubles and triples than me?
I've got 3 Oracle triples. You've got you've got 2 Nova. No, 1 Nova. What have you got? You've got 1 Nova, 1, 2.
Am I missing like a Nova one, like massively? Because
no way. I don't think so. That's probably right.
So there's only 1, 2, 3 Nova doubles. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 Kagero, 3 Nova.
You got 2
and then triples. There's 2 Kagero and 1 Nova. So unless there's a triple Nova that we've not come across yet,
I doubt it.
What if it
There's
is?
3 Oracle triples. There's 2 Royal triples. So I've got like 2 more triples than you do apparently. In terms of doubles, I've got 3 Royal, 3 Oracle. Which is about the same.
Oh.
Oh.
This is a long
Berserk. Yeah, I know. We usually have Yuri, that's why I'm trying to find stuff to talk about.
Right.
Some people like to hear us talk about crap. Yay! 2 outfits in a row! Snap.
I don't think I'd win at that. Oh no.
What's that?
Stupid sign protect thing.
Yeah! You got the right one! I'm happy.
Got the right one, did I?
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
If I didn't get the Misaki one, I'd be so pissed. I'd be so pissed. Like, oh my god, so pissed. This makes me a happy Aaron.
One of us is happy.
There should be one more. If it's a Kai one, would you be happy?
If it's a Nova one, I'll be unhappy. I don't really want a
Signed
Nova
Kamui.
one. I don't want a signed Kamui, come on.
Oh, come on, man. It's the great Kamui.
If it says the great Kamui on it, that's a whole other story.
It won't.
Yeah, I don't want it.
My bet is that it will be the Kamui, by the way. Just to kind of throw that out there.
Why is that?
I just in my mind, it's Aichi and Kai as the parents.
Oh, right, okay. So we've got the other case.
That's my guess.
Turns out that logic is right. Just everyone's looking at what case is like. Yeah.
Oh no! It could be the Aichi one. Matches up with the ORs then.
Oh man.
So I get.
So basically, in either situation, I've lost.
Worried for a minute then, so I'm not out for it. I was like, oh no, wait, you get 5, that's fine.
In either situation, Aaron, that's not what I want.
But because those 2 patterns exist, and that's like a thought of what it could be. It could just be the complete purple and be the Kai one.
Oh no, it's not. You can't win me over now. If you really want me over the other argument. Bracing myself for.
Only time will tell. What will we get?
I'm gonna guess it is again the whole. Where is it? Okay. Where's the normal one? The normal one next to it. Oh yeah, I'm not really too fast. it's similar enough. It's just they've basically done a vice on it. So here's a double, here's a triple. It's the same thing but zoomed out.
And it's got shiny and it's a signature on it.
Yeah, that's vice.
Yeah, but I like vice.
Yeah, that's not the point I'm trying to make here.
What's that?
It means I'm not too fussed about getting it because the artwork's not different. It's not completely different.
The origin res are different.
The origin res are the same. So don't give me that.
It's always been the thing to get me with card games. Ultimate art.
It would be hilarious if someone tried to get away with that in a tournament by playing the original one and you just didn't read it.
You'd be able to tell.
I mean, what, you can get it?
They're essentially SPs, they've got like the full SP art. The old SPs never had that.
Yeah, it had a lot of lines
box.
across it as well, didn't it, or something? I remember.
Well no, they still have the text box there at the point. That doesn't have the text box.
No, they got rid of SPs, they got rid of text boxes.
Yeah, only in like G era. In the original set, they obviously didn't have them. It's just like a slightly different foiling on it.
That's a bit of a shame.
Yep, so I have 2 packs left and I've gone through 10 boxes. Mike still has 4 left.
Hey, Aaron's the kind of guy who just gets things done when it comes to cards. I take my time.
You take your time because you can't seem to recognise where the cards go.
Yeah. That and also
So can
it's not a signed Kamui. I'd be like, oh, ew.
Right.
You've done it again, haven't you?
What? It's there.
Yeah. So I mean,
Give me a box.
That's why I take too long.
Give me a box.
No.
Give me a box.
And you're gonna watch me for the next 4 boxes.
If we're doing that, we're cutting because you'll take forever.
Oh, didn't get that out of here. Are you sure I didn't just take some of your boxes?
I opened 10.
I just took them all out of mine once, I swear.
I'm just going to move these up, because otherwise these will get knocked over and it won't be fun times. Cards. Well, at least they're useful cards, Mike.
Oh, you see that?
It's bully!
Yeah, useful. We'll see if they're useful. We'll see.
It's a draw trigger and a perfect card. What's not to be useful about it?
If you don't hit it and destroy it, I guess it's still a perfect card.
Exactly! What's not to love?
The Camel-y thingy trigger. If it ever comes up.
I suppose you haven't kind of sat there and looked at your front triggers yet.
Oh no. I did have a glimpse at the cards. It's just I'm not gonna. I can't deck build out things in front of me. That's always been my issue.
Yeah, no.
I can't theorise how it lays out and how it's going to look, and have to lay out the ratios of combos and things. And likelihood of getting them and go from there.
Bully!
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, I don't. That is literally a playset.
Oh, that one goes. Again, it's the light. It's literally because of the. When I'm holding it, it's really shiny. Over there, it looks duller to me. That's why I'm the same one.
Oh, what's the carnage? Okay. That's good. 2 carnages in a row in the same box. I've never had that before.
Over here, it's in Code Water as well.
It's also happening,
Right,
right?
it's at the end, isn't it?
For f***'s sake!
What? What?
Put it in the wrong one!
Oh, look, they both got those stupid wing things. See, look at the wing things.
Have your last waterfall. What I assume is your last waterfall. Make you got one more waterfall.
Yeah, one's one that I don't necessarily need.
Oh. Yay, there he is! King of Nights Alfred. You're blue. Ain't no box. Who's gonna get Kamui?
No, it's gonna get Kai. God damn it!
Ola-sama!
You've already sold it yourself as well.
Huh?
I said who's gonna get Kai? Not.
Oh my god. Oh, Kane, go away. I like a Kane, but there's too many. I want more circle magus. Magus. Who's it gonna be?
This one can't stay. It's just memory lane, isn't it? Cruel Dragon. Michael and Yuri's favourite bloody
Superior
card of
eyes.
mine.
What's this? This is a Kane, for f***'s sake!
Yeah, familiar. I don't think the ratio's set, Aaron.
What the shit? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Akane so far.
Funny thing is, someone's opening a case somewhere else, like, where's my Akane?
And I've just gone, I've got 20 circle megas, what's going on?
Don't even play that clan.
Lighter. Oh. That's berserk.
Turns out I don't get one at all. What's that?
Ooh. Oh, it's perfect right there. What do you know? There's your last waterfall. think that's all the VRs now. Yep, it's all 6 Imperial Builders. All 6 Alfreds. Pretty sure it's all 6. Perfect driver. Hola Sama! No! No! Doja! It's a Kamui!
Little bitch. Why did you have to turn up?
What's wrong with Kamui?
It's not Kai. Freaking.
What?
Yeah, good bloody. Well, your theory about one of your 2 theories is right.
Alright. So if you know what ORs are in the box, you know what special markers are in the box, and vice versa. No, it's not. It's completely incorrect. That is not a Ashirakaisen, Mike, so that theory is completely wrong.
No, you said if you get Mizaki, you're going to get Kamui. If you get Aichi, you're going to get Kai. I was right that one.
Right, it's not proven because it's only 1 sample.
Well, that's it. We're not going to get another sample.
Get 10 cases and then we'll find out. Yeah, 10's a decent sample size. Have you done with your book yet or no?
No, what kind of my box in?
Yay, thank you.
So why?
What? What are you looking for?
I'm not sure I see. You covered it.
How's that? Wow. I got completely screwed over with Circle Magus. Why do I keep calling it Magus? It's Magus.
Magus.
Magus. I know it's Magus, I just keep calling it Magus. I don't know why.
Must be something else, like game wise or something.
No, it shouldn't be, it's always Magus. It's fine. I'm done.
I guess it's just people. Why I spent ages trying to find CEO fucking Amaterasu. I want to keep this back. I'm going to stick to ages counting to make sure it's not only in there.
It's a deer. I got this thing, I'm very happy.
Yep. We'll go with that.
Hmm?
Yep, we'll go with that.
What? You should be happy, you got Kamui, it's one of yours.
Oh, the joy.
Be the great Mikey.
Oh yeah, I'm the great Mikey, I don't need,
No, you're not.
need a freaking thing for it. Anyway.
Well, that's it for our case opening, guys. Thanks for watching. As you can see, we got our pretty much guaranteed 6 copies of Waterfall, 6 Riser, 6 Alfred, 6 Imperial. Our 2 ORs were CEO Amaterasu from Blaster Blado and the Blaster Blade IMR. Our 2 signed thingy markers are Kamui and Misaki. Mike's not happy, I am very happy.
Yeah. No, I'm alright.
Other than that, doubles? What are we doing?
All my triples are about the same. All my doubles are about the same.
All your triples are about the same. Well, lucky you.
Why?
Okay, so let's start with 4 Circle Magus.
How pissed would you be if you got 3?
The fact that with a case I still need to search for one would piss me off. 7 Tom, so not enough for 2 play sets.
Oh, as if you're going to run for 2 places and things.
I probably won't even run him, I don't know.
Well, I've got 7 Berserk Dragon. I've got 8 Aeramo.
8 Soul Saber.
I've got you got 7 or 8 triples in that
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Akane.
So that's where all the triples
Watch the
went.
shit.
That's where all our triples went.
Watch the shit. And doubles are more or less 2.5 playsets ish. About that.
Yeah, 2.5. I think it's exactly 2.5 plus all mine.
I just don't get why
I
these
don't get this.
Akanes-
These follow the pattern. The triples are like that.
No, it's just Akane. It's just like, yo, I'm your queen. Whip, whip, whip. Yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe as always. remember to click the notification bell in the, I think it's the right. Hang on, let me look at my screen. Yeah, bottom right. Notification bell to make sure you're aware of when our new videos go up, because YouTube's been dodgy recently. We are going to obviously be making decks, and we will be playtesting, doing deck profiles and some games for you as well to show off the decks. Although at the moment I believe we're going to sort of hold off until after Springfest before we actually start putting any of this content up, simply because we want to focus and try to win.
Yeah.
And we don't want to get confused with standard numbers.
That's not 2 to pass, that's not 2 to pass.
So look forward to that in the future. I'm not sure what else we're going to be doing in terms of video content. Have you got any ideas, Mike?
I want Yuri to get on with his discussion thing.
Oh yeah, we'll have a podcast going again. That'll start up most likely after Springfest. It'll probably be sort of intertwined, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
And then
we'll do something at Springfest.
And then we'll start going into standard and etc. So you'll see a lot more of that. So yeah. Other than that, that's it from us. We'll see you guys next time.